Hey guys, Crystal here from Elite Hair Care. So today I am actually in a beauty supply store and I wanted to do a video to show you guys exactly what brush is best for natural hair, what's best for relaxed hair, what's best for enhancing shine, that kind of thing. So this video is going to be all about brushes because they're really important, and people think that brushes are not important, not knowing that just a simple thing as brushing your scalp or your hair every single night helps to stimulate hair growth and blood flow to the head, right? So let's get into it. So let's talk about the different ones. This is called a denman brush. Denman is actually not the brush type, but it was made by a company named Denman, so that's why we always call it a denman brush. This is a detangling, care and styling slash boar bristle brush. We'll talk about that. This is what we call a paddle brush, but it really is not made as a true paddle brush. We'll talk about that. This is a true paddle brush. It has a cushion, okay, and it has some little teeth here, and it's shaped like a paddle. Pow pow, that's why it's called paddle. And then of course we have our standard boar bristle brush, okay. Men typically use these, African American men, especially if they want waves, but we as women definitely should be utilizing brushes like this. So let's talk about the different brushes. What is important in a brush? I typically utilize a cushion-based paddle brush for detangling. I also utilize it for dry styling, like wrapping. It's one of those brushes that you typically do not want to get wet because the cushion itself will absorb the water and it will go under the actual paddle, and then you'll lose the life in your paddle. But this brush is great for doing your wraps, great for combing the hair, or brushing the hair whenever you have longer hair. And it's also great for blow drying, but remember, you also blow dry from the ends and then work your way up to the root. Okay, so that's great for that, and the cushion helps to keep that hard brush from actually hitting the head. So that's the reason why a lot of times these have cushion, because they're really made for gentle brushing. Denman brushes. So a lot of times these are used for blow drying and trying to blow dry straight with the actual teeth. Reason being is a lot of times natural clients like to use this brush. I am not a fan of the denman brush. I feel like it's very hard on the hair and it doesn't have a cushion. So if you hit the scalp, you really hit the scalp. And a lot of times people don't know that sometimes these kinds of brushes are too hard for the head. So keep in mind, whenever you're using this, it's really more for blowing the hair straight. I don't use it for anything else. I actually don't even like the denman brushes, me personally, but that's my preference. But these are great for blow drying the hair straight and getting that really straight or silky hair, but it can be used in the wrong way, so be mindful of that. This is actually a newer one that is kind of becoming my fave. This is a care and styling brush. It is great for stimulating blood flow in the scalp. It also detangles and adds shine to the hair naturally. Naturally, just brushing through the scalp, you are stimulating hair growth. You are also getting that blood flow to the bulb. The bulb is putting it to the hair, and on and on and on. This is actually really good because it's ergonomically correct, number one, and it is made for very gentle brushing, but it feels amazing against the scalp. Now, our typical boar bristle brush. This is the go-to for stimulating blood flow on the scalp, specifically, I can't say the word, specifically. I use it for shortcuts, that kind of thing. And then of course I use this on my children's hair, but remember, this is not to help detangle. This is only made to smooth or stimulate. So keep that in mind. And some of these, they're not created equal. Some of them are very, very hard, and you can also get the ones that are very, very soft. But if you remember in the old school videos and movies, they always would use this nice brush with this silver paddle, like gold or whatever, and they would use it to brush their hair. You know why? Because it's made to stimulate the scalp, the blood flow, bring shine, all that good stuff to the hair. This baby here is a no-go for me, okay? This is what we call an extra large drying brush, but it is too hard. I do not like brushes like this. You can use it to blow dry, but be careful when you are hitting the head with this brush. I would use it somewhat, but not all the time, only because it has a ventilation here and it will help when it comes onto the blow dry process, because you can put the blow dryer on the back side while you are blow drying and brushing the hair at the same time. It is considered a paddle brush, but it does not have a cushion, so be mindful of that when you use them. All right, guys, I hope this video was of some value to you. Once again, my name is Crystal from Elite Hair Care USA. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do so by clicking the link down below. I do have some links down below for you guys who are looking for any type of hair care and styling products. That's my thing. But of course, I wanted to bring to you some things that we don't always talk about, that we're not knowledgeable about. I'm tongue-tied today. Knowledgeable about, like the proper brush to use. So let me also say this before I cut this video off. Natural hair, you can use any of the brushes that I just mentioned. Relaxed hair, you can use any of the brushes that I just mentioned. But for natural hair, I do not recommend this kind of brush. You need something that has a cushion to it that is going to sustain that tension. You don't want something that can potentially break the hair. Nor do I like the denman brushes. I know that's my preference. I feel like this brush is just too harsh on the head and it pulls because the teeth are so close together. So I am really not liking that kind of brush. This has always been my go-to, because the teeth are close together, but they are flexible and they move with the head. So keep that in mind for my natural hair goddesses whenever you're using them. And then of course, for my relaxed hair goddesses, this is the baby right here. This is the Mecca right here, okay? This brush is not cheap, but it's definitely worth it. All right, oh, and for those of you who are wondering, this brush is made by Olivia Gardner. In no way, shape, or form is this video being sponsored, but you definitely can utilize this brush for your hair, and you can find other companies that look just like this, okay? All right, guys, well, thanks again for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace out.